Hi everybody and welcome to another troikatronix mini tutorial for Isadora. Today we will be looking at renaming scenes, actors, stages, and general documentation good practices so that I can easily tell what is going on in my show file. That is especially useful when you come back to a project months after having programmed it and things aren't quite as fresh in your brain as when you created it. So in this scene, I have two projectors outputting to two different stages. Stage 1 is showing the name of the scene with this getSceneNameActor feeding text into this TextDrawActor, and the second stage is just showing a shape. So how can we start making things clear in this scene? We could start by renaming the projectors so that they show their purposes. To rename an actor, just right-click on it and select Rename Actor, and the shortcut for that is Command-Shift-R on Mac, Control-Shift-R on Windows. We'll just call this one Text. And now let's rename the other one to Shapes. This little block of actors generates a random color every time I enter the scene, and what I'm going to do is add a background actor behind them. And I will rename it Make Random Color. I could even go further and create a comment actor to give more detail as to what this section does. Double-click inside of it to edit the text, and I will write, when entering scene, makes random number to make random color for text and shape. Now let's visually group together our two stages with more background actors. I will call this one Stage 1 Text, and the second one I'll rename to Stage 2 Shapes. And now we have a nicely documented patch here. Let's rename the scene itself now. For that, go to the scene list at the bottom of the interface, double-click the scene you want to rename, and write into it. I will name this one Triangle. Now let's duplicate this scene, and I will make the shape into a square, and I'll rename the scene Square. Let's duplicate it once more. I will change the number of facets to 8 and call the scene Octagon. So now we have three scenes, triangle, square, and octagon. And one last thing we can do to make things even clearer is rename our stages. And for that, go to Output, Stage Setup, right-click on the stage here that you want to rename and select Rename Stage. Or you can just double-click it. So let's rename Stage 1 to Text and Stage 2 to Shapes. You'll notice that the name of the stage is now shown in the stage parameter of our projectors now, which is always helpful when you are assigning a stage to your projector. And that name will also show on the preview monitor up here. So we've renamed actors, added backgrounds and comments, renamed our scenes and stages, and I hope that that gives you a sense of good practices for when you want to document your show file and keep things clear for the future. And that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.